I did a vid on this man before, Bossman Jack. He's what, the most addicted gambling editor? I said editor. He's the most addicted gambling streamer before.
What the hell is that? Oh my god! Get it!
Inside the world of Bossman.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh yeah!
Yeah, don't gamble.
Bossman Jack has gambled over $11 million from the comfort of his parents' house.
Oh my god, Gabe! Stop it, dude! Oh my gosh, bro!
You know what you could do with $11 million? Nigga, 11?
I've seen him win over $20,000 in minutes.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah, I remember this.
Oh my god!
I remember this. You should have pulled out.
And to lose it all just as fast on multiple occasions.
This is why the house always wins.
Dude.
This inability to pull out when he's winning makes for some pretty insane clips.
I'm not. Shut up. Oh my gosh. Oh my god, we might win this. We might win this, guys. Yeah!
How do you end up in life like
Let's
this?
go!
I'm actually kind of curious.
Oh my god,
Like, how
this
does
shit
this
is such a
how does
scam,
this
dude.
happen
Have a
to
good day,
one
guys.
type
If
of
you're like
individual?
me, seeing these clips just makes you wonder, how does this happen? How does a human like Bossman Jack really exist? In this video, I will be explaining everything we know about Bossman Jack in his personal life, from childhood to his teenage years, and finally what he's doing today at 28 years old. Some of the
28?
about Bossman Jack in this video are
Yo, quick question. How old do y'all think someone is cooked before they make something of their lives? How old do you think is too late? How old do you think is cooked? Personally, I feel like there's no set age limit. Everyone got their own time, their own vision. Like, there's definitely people out here that had difficult lives, but they turned up at like 35 or like turned up at like 30. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think there's no set time.
Straight from the horse's mouth, meaning I asked him these questions in his stream. The facts that are not straight from Austin's mouth will have sources linked in the description below. I hope you enjoy.
Talk to me.
Bossman Jack's real name is Austin Curtis Peterson, and he's from Williamsburg, Virginia. Austin was born on April 17th, 1995, which makes him 28 years old as of the day I recorded this video. As a young kid, Austin played baseball, basketball, and he skateboarded. He also was an avid fisherman, and he still is today. If you ever visit his social media profiles, you will see nothing but skating clips and pictures of the fishes he's caught.
Okay, that's normal though.
Austin has one older brother and comes from a two-parent household. He attended War Hill High School and graduated in the class of 2013. He even went on to graduate from Piedmont Community College with a degree in HVAC in the year 2019. Despite having all the tools for a stable and easy life, he chose a different path. Austin says he first started smoking weed around age 13 at the skate park with his friends, which is super young in my opinion, and that also may play a factor into how he thinks today and how he acts. His brother's name is Andrew Peterson. He currently teaches special education at Williamsburg, James City County Public Schools. Austin's brother is also college educated according to his Facebook profile. He attended Virginia Peninsula Community College and graduated in 2012. He later was a student at Liberty University and graduated in the year 2016. Alongside his career in special education, Andrew Peterson is also the frontman for a band called Penrith. The band has not blown up yet though, as they only have 7 monthly listeners on Spotify, so it seems for now he'll be sticking with his career in special education. The mother of Bossman Jack is named Diana Butler Peterson. She's roughly 63 years old and was originally from Ashland, Kentucky. She attended Boyd County High School, but now of course lives in Williamsburg, Virginia, alongside her husband Scott Peterson and her son Austin Peterson. The focus of this video is not Austin's family though. I just wanted to include a little background information so you can get to know the Peterson family better. From what I can see, Austin had a pretty good childhood. His parents have been married for 39 years, and they actually celebrated their previous anniversary on October 29th, 2023. It is also very prevalent across the entire family's social profiles that they are a God-fearing family. Every single member other than Austin references their Lord and Savior many times online. For Austin, it seems he preferred to post things like fish he caught and skating clips. The earliest pictures of Austin paint a very nice picture. It seems he was surrounded by a large family that loved him. Austin's mother has several pictures on her Facebook that showcase the family. Judging by those photos, they were all very close. Not only that, but judging by their current house, which is worth $514,000 and fully paid off, they are not doing too bad financially. When I first saw these pictures, it honestly confused me. It made me wonder, how did Austin get to where he is today when he had such a big support system surrounding him? Like a lot of other American youth that grew up during the same time period as Bossman Jack, there came a time where he was dependent on drugs. There isn't much evidence of this online, but as a regular regular viewer of the BOSSMANJACK stream, I have heard him speak about his drug addiction many times. This point in Austin's life was his rock bottom. His drug addiction became so bad that he started stealing to feed his habit. On August 29th of 2013, when Austin was a fresh 18 years old, Austin and 3 of his friends were arrested for a break-in spree involving over 100 cars in their area. They would steal things like guns, jewelry, phones, credit cards, cash, and cameras. All very
100 cars? Nah, them boys is active.
Austin was looking at 12 months in jail for his role in the break-ins. Instead of going to jail, Austin chose to cooperate with local authorities and help build a case against his accomplices. In return, all of his potential jail time was dropped. Ultimately, his only punishment was having to pay his portion of a $3,219 joint restitution bill. Other than this arrest for theft, Austin's criminal record is not all that bad. He does have a few other charges on his record though, and for transparency's sake, I've included a picture of his full criminal record. As you can see, he's got a total of 7 different cases on his record. 2 charges related to underage possession of alcohol in 2013, and 5 charges in 2014 relating to the car theft incident. In my opinion, the underage alcohol-related charges really don't matter when it comes to showcasing the type of person Austin is. I'm sure a lot of you watching this were drinking and partying before you were of legal age. I know I was. Between the ages of 19 to 23, Austin kept a pretty low profile, it seems, judging by his family's social media profiles. The only notable thing that I can find during this time was Austin graduating from community college with his HVAC degree. It seems the very idea of jail time had brought Austin back to the straight and narrow. In the year 2019, the world was blessed with the first ever BOSSMANJACK livestream, but at this time he was going by the username Austin_07. At first, Bossman was streaming on Twitch. He even managed to rack up 26k followers on the platform. When he was still on Twitch, his content was a little bit different though. Back then, Austin was mostly streaming RuneScape.
I don't know, Telly! Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god.
He was going crazy.
Yo! I clicked my food!
In the community, he was known as a debt streamer. What led people to categorize Bossman as a debt streamer was the fact that he would take out loans of in-game gold from viewers and other people he would play with, then duel against other players and wager all the loaned gold he could gather. When he would lose a duel, he lost the gold that was loaned to him, so he was now in debt to the loaner, which led to BOSSMANJACK begging his viewers for juicers and taking out more gold loans to duel with in an attempt to pay back the previous loan. He would even scam viewers and loaners in certain scenarios. In my opinion, I think this could be what sparked his addiction to gambling, because what he was doing by definition was gambling, just a more childlike version of it. Austin would not start hardcore gambling on stream until the year 2022. He was not a stake-sponsored streamer at this time, so he would use various different online casinos, and surprisingly he actually won a decent amount. At one point he even won back every dollar he had lost gambling, which at first sounds great for Austin, but in reality this good luck he had early on plays a huge role in how fast someone becomes addicted to gambling. And if you've seen any BOSSMANJACK streams in the last 2 years, you know how hopelessly addicted the man is to gambling. But overall, Bossman was...
I feel like all addictions stem from a lack of this. Because this is my opinion. I think you can't be addicted to something unless you... Like if you really want to walk away, you have the opportunity. You have to make yourself, like, actually lock the fuck... You have to lock in. Make yourself not, like... Tell your brain to use your hands and just do something else. Like...
not doing too bad during his time on Twitch, other than the RuneScape debt, of course.
I literally clicked, dude!
At his peak, he had around 600 paid subs and was getting a few hundred viewers per stream, which is understandable. The guy is undeniably entertaining and his sense of humor is very relatable. He's like that one friend you've known since you were younger but haven't talked to in a while. But unfortunately for Bossman, Twitch decided to ban gambling on October 18th of 2022, which meant he would lose a large source of content for his stream if he stayed on Twitch, which is why on March 31st of 2023, he created his Kick channel under the name BOSSMANJACK. Ever since he moved to Kick, the primary source of his content for his stream is gambling, with the occasional gaming stream after he loses his balance and is waiting for more juicers.
I'm going to steal all your motherfucking money.
Once Austin began streaming on Kick, 90% of his stream became gambling, and his addictive personality became more prevalent than ever before. Austin has won hundreds of thousands of dollars, but still has nothing to his name other than a few gold coins, some Yeezys, and a bomb. At first, he would use various different online casinos, but nowadays he is sponsored by Stake stake and only gambles on Stake US. His sponsorship deal has always been decent, but as of the day I'm recording this, his deal is now at $8,000 per week from Stake. That's $32,000 per month if you struggle with math. He also boasts a whopping 3,100 paid subs on Kick as of today, which adds up to around $15,500 in total sub revenue, and of that, Austin receives about $13,900 per month. So in total, Austin is raking in around $50,000 per month streaming. To any normal person, that is more than enough money to live comfortably on, and should be able to set you up financially to where you never have to work again in the future. But to Bossman, this is just play money he can throw right back into Eddie's pockets. The more money he has made, the more money he has spent gambling. It's a vicious cycle. Eddie and the Stake team know Austin will give them back at the very least 90% of whatever he makes from his Stake deal. That is why they are so comfortable paying a streamer with 800 to 1K viewers average $32,000 per month. They rely heavily on Bossman keeping his addictive personality at the forefront of all his actions. If Bossman were to start saving 50% of his weekly allowance from Stake, I'm willing to bet they would decrease his pay within a matter of months. This addictive personality also shines.
Let's just take a moment to understand. Either all of this is a plot or a ploy to like generational. Maybe I think he has an exit plan. I don't think this is real. I think he has an exit plan. I should hope it just going crazy for, because there's no way you're getting 50.
Through in some old Discord clips of Bossman where he appears to be holding crack cocaine. Not only are there pictures of Austin that prove he may still be struggling with drug addiction, but his behavior and mannerisms on stream look like that of a drug addict. Whenever he is losing big or winning big, he will clench his jaw for minutes at a time. On top of that, he has this thing where during intense moments his tongue can be seen flying out of his mouth, straight up tweaker movements. I'm not trying to clown Austin for his drug addiction either, just pointing out that he may be genetically disposed to becoming an addict. Whether it's drugs or gambling, he just can't help himself. And honestly, the fact that he seems to get so addicted to anything he touches genuinely confuses me. In my head, it must be a genetic disposition, because like I mentioned earlier, Austin seemingly had a normal childhood. He had 2 loving parents, a big God-fearing family, and a stable home environment. If it's not genetic, I think that there had to be some sort of catalyst event in Austin's life that drove him to hang around the kids he was with when he was committing theft to feed his addiction. Or these were some childhood friends that went down the wrong path and dragged Austin along with them. Either way, the entertainer that Austin is today is like watching a massive car accident. It's sad, horrifying at times, but you cannot stop watching. Overall, Bossman Jack, aka Austin Peterson, is another sad case of addiction ruining a young person's life. He is still young, so he has plenty of time to change his ways and improve his situation, but part of me doesn't even think that's possible for him. With the amount of money Kick and Stake are throwing at Austin, it would be stupid to stop. What he needs to learn is when to pull out and take his winnings. The drug use is a whole different story though. No matter how moderately you use hard drugs, they will ruin your life eventually. For him to quit, he needs to want to quit. The drug situation, I think, can be taken care of more.
The best way or any way to quit something is just go cold turkey. Give it no time, don't give it no stop.
Easily than the gambling. There is no financial incentive for Austin to continue doing drugs, unlike the gambling. There is also some blame to be put on Austin's parents. They seem like good parents, but due to Austin's criminal past, they are now enabling him by allowing him to continue to act like this in their house. I get it though, they have seen what happens when Austin is left to make his own decisions, and it resulted in felony charges. So because they have the means to support Austin and are afraid of him going back to his old ways, they allow it. The only way Bossman Jack ever has the possibility of changing would be his parents laying down the law or Austin having a come to God moment, but don't get it twisted. I personally don't think Austin is a bad person, regardless of the questionable things he's done so far.
Just don't do drugs at all.